Hi everybody, Laurel with Muscle Mending again. Today we're going to talk about helping your arms and hands and wrists. A lot of us are at computers and doing 8 to 10 even longer hours at a computer getting work done. And it's important, and many people don't realize that you can help the health of your muscles in your arms and hands by stretching at the beginning of the day, taking a break, stretching again. When you get up for lunch or just a few minutes break, take the time to stretch your wrists. And I'm going to show you a couple different variations for doing that. So first one is, if you have a table, you're going to place the back side of your palm. I have just ever so slight a bend in my elbow, and I'm actually leaning into it, and the muscle right here is stretching. Now, I can lean a little to the outside, or I can lean a little towards my thumb, and it will change which group of muscles are being stretched. You actually have several different muscles that work your hands and your wrist that go all the way from your elbow down, okay? Then you want to reverse that stretch. So you're going to stretch all of these muscles, and I'll do it this way so that we can get a good view of it. And if you don't have a table, you want to hold all your fingers so that they're supported right at the edge of the joint there, and gently pull back. You may only be able to go to here. This is a stretch that I do every day because when I'm working on clients, I use a lot of my arm muscles. So I have to do this several times a day. So that stretches all of the muscle groups in here. The other thing you want to do is actually take care of your fingers, because we're clawing onto a mouse all day long, or we're at a keyboard all day long typing, and it's important to give them a stretch as well. So for your thumb joint, you can support behind and give it a stretch outward, and I actually even feel it into here when I do that. You can bring each of your fingers straight back, and again, you're going to feel it intensify because it's really isolating the stretch of all of the muscles in your arm. And if you hear a knuckle crack, it's no big deal, just air from between the joint spaces. Okay, you can go the other way as well and just give them a good compression and press down into your other hand. And then something that either you can do for yourself, or if you have luckily enough to have a family member, you can do compressions on your fingers. You can squeeze both this way and front to back. So the sides of your fingers and then the tops. You can also go towards the hand or the wrist. So your blood flow goes this way, but sometimes with your fingers, it feels good to go the opposite direction. So now I'm just using a sliding or gliding motion instead of a staggered grabbing. But either way, compression can feel really good. You can also do some pressure points right in the middle of your wrist here, because when you're holding onto your mouse all day, this gets really compressed. So to stretch that out, you just give it a slide sideways and a slide the other way. And if somebody can do this for you, it feels really good. So make sure you do both sides. Each arm generally has, a different job. You usually have your mouse hand, and then you have your hand that does more typing. But do all of the stretches on both arms and both hands, and it should help you feel much better at the end of a long day at the computer. Can't wait to meet all you guys. Have a great day.